Hello, dear students. Here's a question. That's a grade 11 IB math question. It's about the binomial theorem or the binomial expansion. So to be able to do this, we have to expand this whole thing first. And then once I expand it and collect like terms, I'll be able to elaborate on this thing right here and see how can we write all of this into this form. So when we're expanding, we're using this formula right here. So if we have a plus b to the power of n, and we want to expand this and find the terms, we have this formula where t k plus 1 equals n c k, a to the n minus k, b to the k. Okay, so let's say here, when we look at this, we know n equals 4, a equals 3, and b equals root 2. Also, we know when the exponent is 4 here and we expand this, we're going to get 5 terms in this expansion. So let's rewrite this. So 5 terms in this expansion here. So if the n is 4, then you're going to get 5 terms. If n is 8, you're going to get 9 terms. If n is 2, you remember if you write this twice and FOIL it, you're going to get 3 terms. So you always, the number of terms that you're going to get from an expansion is 1 more than the n. Yeah. Now, let's use this formula to find all the 5 terms. One thing though, the first term, always you could just get away by going 3 to the power of 4. That's your first term right here. And then plus the second term, you got to make K1 for this to read the T2, because you're finding the second term, you make K, you make K1, because if you make K1, then this would read T2, and then you follow suit here. So if we made K1, then we're going to go NCK, so N we know it's 4, so it would be 4, choose 1, and then A, which is 3, to the 4 minus 1, because it's n minus k, b, which is root 2, to the k, so that's to the power of 1, plus, then the next thing is going to be 4 choose 2, because that's the third term, 4 choose 2, and then it's going to be the a to the n minus k, so it's going to be 3 to the 4 minus 2, and b, which is root 2, to the power of k, and k here is 2, because remember, if we want finding T3, then we have to make K2. And also this, if you look, this is going to be n choose 0, and then 4 choose 0, and then 4 choose 1, and then 4 choose 2. And the next thing is going to be 4 choose 3, 3 to the 4 minus 3, and root 2 to the power of 3. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, and the fifth term, you don't need to use the equation. You could just take the root 2, which is b, and raise it to the power of 4. So the first term you take the 3, raise it to the power of 4, and the last term you take the b and you raise it to the power of 4, which is root 2. Because if you go 4 choose 4, it's going to be 1 anyways, and then a to the power of 4 minus 4 is going to be a to the 0, which is 3 to the power of 0 is going to be 1, and that's why you don't have to bother writing that in here, because you could take a shortcut by the first term is going to be this to the power of 4, and the last term is going to be this to the power of 4. Now, 3 to the power of 4 is 81, plus 4 choose 1 is just going to be 4 times, that's 4 minus 1, which is 3, 3 to the power of 3 is 27. And then the root 2 to the power of 1 just going to be root 2. And then 4 choose 2, you can use your calculator to find that, and it's going to be it's going to be 6 4 minus 2 is 2, 3 squared is 9, so times 9. And root 2 squared, the 2 will cancel the root because that's the opposite. Square is the opposite of square root, so you end up with 2. Or 2 squared is 4, square root of 4 is 2, whichever way you like to do it. Yeah. And then here we're going to have 4 choose 3, which is 4. If you use your calculator, you'll find out that's 4. That's going to be 3 to the power of 4 minus 3, so 3 to the 1, which is 3. And root 2 cubed is going to be root 8. You just cube the 2 here. Plus root 2 to the 4 is going to be root 16, because 2 to the 4 is 16. Put an equal sign there. So now it's going to start simplifying. There's going to be 81. 4 times 27 is 188, or 108, sorry, plus 108. Root 2. And then 6 times 9 times 2 plus 108 plus 4 times 3 root 8, that's just going to be 12, root 8, plus square root of 16 is 4. Now I'm just going to add the 81 and 108 and 4. We get 193 plus 108 root 2. So remember we added these here and we got 193. And then now we have this here and we have the 12 root 8. And the 12 root 8, I'm going to change it to 12. And we're going to change 8 into a mixed radical. So 4 times 2 is 8, which is going to give me 193 plus 108 root 2. Now the square root of 4 here is 2. 2 times 12 is 24 root 2. And therefore, my answer will be 193 and 108 plus 24 is 132 root 2. That's the final answer from this expansion. But now they want you to find out what A and B is. So if you compare this to this, A is the 193. So I'm just going to write a final answer right here. A equals 193, because that's what the A is, and the B is right besides the root 2, and B will be 132. And that's what B equals right here.